I went to Hooters my entire life. I had 2 older brothers. You could get a bunch of chicken wings and feed your whole family. And so it was like not a big deal to go to Hooters. And when she started dating that man, out of the blue one night, we were trying to figure out where to go eat. And I just said out of habit, well, let's go eat at Hooters. And my mom stiffened up, and she looked at me very seriously, looking at her man friend in the corner of her eye. And she goes, I have never eaten at Hooters. I was like, we have been to Hooters my entire life. Not with me. I have never eaten at Hooters. I was like, you recruited my babysitter at a Hooters. No, I did not. She had 2 Hooters waitresses come to our house for my brother's 18th birthday party. I found invitations that she had handmade. It was an orange postcard, and there was an owl drawn on the invitation, and it said, "This party will be a hoot."
And they were so cute. You love them.
And then she was saying, I have never eaten at Hooters, and you know this. Well, it was just a year before that. My entire family had taken me to Hooters to celebrate my 21st birthday, but I was very much in the closet. Even though everybody else apparently in my life knew I was gay, I did not. And at the time, Hooters was very popular, very packed, and I just didn't want that kind of attention because, you know, they were very big into birthdays back then with T-shirt cannons and confetti. I'm just like, I don't want the attention. I want to eat my chicken wings in peace. And if you tell them it's my birthday, I'll kill you. And we got there, and my brother and his girlfriend had already gotten there ahead of us, and she goes, guess what? I told him it was your birthday. So I shanked her. I was pissed. I'm eating my chicken wings all angry because I know what's about to happen. And at the end of the meal, 6 Hooters waitresses start coming into where we were seated. It was just a big old boob parade. It was titties, 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 titties. And all 6 of these Hooters waitresses, they grab my hand and they start parading me around this restaurant. It felt like the gay Salem witch trials, where they were like, we got one! We got one, gather around. And they grabbed a bar stool, made me stand on top of this bar stool in the middle of this restaurant. There were all these like old school guys looking at me like, what is going on? These Hooters waitresses circled around me like a satanic ritual. And I'm sitting there going, am I about to be hanged in a Hooters? It felt like a literal booby trap. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I'm awaiting my fate, and I hear this noise. I look down, and all these Hooters waitresses are jumping up and down like this. Back then, when it was your birthday, your present was that you stood on this bar stool, and you got to look down while titties flopped all around you. And there was my family watching this whole thing, clapping, taking pictures. I was reminding my mom of that night, and she doubled down. I have never eaten at Hooters. And that was where that Hooters story came from, and it was all true.
Well, it was true, but you know, when I was listening tonight, I thought, you know, I'm a retired teacher. And I know how I brought my children up, and would I ever have thought that I would have been sitting here listening to my daughter talking about boobs on stage. You know, it's like, and I'm the one that took her to the Methodist church every Sunday. You know, so